Hello? Okay, it is working. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry for the weird technical difficulties. It just took a second to figure out how to make it use the vertical stream instead of the new one. So, hello everyone, hello, I am Lilybwees, your divorced agoraphobic hagtuber. Welcome. Yeah, so we are doing a Blue Revolver stream. I figured since it's a shmup, might as well do some vertical streaming. Hopefully it looks okay on y'all's end. If not, let me know. Hopefully all the audio is working right as well. Hopefully you can see the game. Hopefully you can hear me. But yeah. I'll just get into it, I guess. Okay, so... that's bomb. So which one is Y? Tightens the spread and does a little... okay. So this is full speed, this is tighter. That works for me. Special ammo. Okay. I get it. Let me just change the... okay, audio settings. Sorry, I just needed to fix that. Alright, audio's good for me now on my end. No, so this isn't ZeroRanger. This is Blue Revolver, a game by the creator of Scrandle, is how I'm going to introduce it. That'll definitely make some people mad. But it's a, it's kind of considered a new player-friendly score attack style shmup, is kind of what I've gathered. I tried it a little bit before. I bounced off it because it was very different from the games I had known. And I just didn't quite get, I didn't, just quite understand what was going on. Which was no fault of the game itself. It was just, I was playing a very different type of shmups. I assumed all shmups would like that, and then suddenly I'm playing something very different. I've played some more cave-style shmups, and I kind of, those seem to have more in common with this than what I was playing, so hopefully everything will end up making more sense now, and I will have a bit of a better time with the game. So, parallel... we'll try hyper, I guess. Better flourish example, bomb create, more ammo. Sure, I'll do this. Probably should have done novice, but I think this will be okay. Hopefully it'll be okay. If anything, hold on. Oh, I wanted to change the audio balance because the music is really good, but I wish the shots and stuff were just a little bit more audible. Especially the voice stuff. But we'll see how far we get. Also, I'm going to need to, hello, Ferns. Yeah, can't believe they made Scrandle 2 into a shooter. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to get back into the shmup mindset, especially with trying to play while reading chat, which is a difficulty with this kind of game, but I quite enjoy it, so... Also, I'm gonna be honest that that arcade stick, you know, that's been a nightmare to build and causing so many problems, it plays like a dream. So, but yeah, limited loading screen today, just because I figured vertical mode, it'll probably enter into the shorts algorithm, and for that, we don't want much loading. It was just enough just to verify that it worked. If anything, I shouldn't have had it on at all, probably, but... C'est la vie. Ow. I should have bombed there. I should probably be doing Novice with the auto bombs, honestly. Because I still do not have the habit of bombing yet. Whenever I'm playing any game with bombs, I usually have auto bomb on. I mean, developing that habit's probably a good thing, but... it'll take a little while to develop that habit, I think. But yeah, I wanted to play some PS2 shmups. Ow. But I need to get my PS2 working, so... and that's its whole own ordeal. We'll see how that goes, though. There we go. But yeah, I need to learn to have like the panic button, basically. I mean, once we die, instead of doing continue, I'll switch over to probably switch over to novice mode. And then we can go up from there. Hello, Jam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, I am looking at all my friends wail for the horse game, and I am like so glad I just bounced off of that game completely. Nothing against it. I just... okay, let's change the audio options. I want master volume. I want music lower. And I can change the game audio a little bit on here. Ooh, all these little these missions seem fun. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be wailing, I would be playing free-to-play, but like, I see everyone like starting to wail on it, and it's like, this seems not great. Especially from my understanding, the like Katani Black or whatever, you don't actually need it? It's like, it's good. Akita Sun Black, you don't need it, but like, you know, it's good, but you can use other SRs and stuff and do great. I want to try out D. We'll do not, Oh, it's like a shield. Cluster missile, fractal salvo. Oh, they all have little perks. That's fun. Yeah, we'll do this one. Yeah, no, I understand whaling. It's just, it seemed like, I don't know. People are like, well, you need to roll this SR or SSR 3 times in order for it to be good, but it's really good, so I need to spend like $400 on it. And it's like, this is a little much. This is a little much for the second banner of the game. And from my understanding, it's a Cygames game. They come back. Like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'll be honest, I bet a bunch of these people have only played, like, or have been mostly used to MiHoYo games and all of that, but, like, they come back. Like, you don't need to spend all of this money wailing on the second banner of the game. You can say, like, sure, use whatever free rolls you have saved up. But, like, roll for it next time. When you have more currency saved up. Especially because, from my understanding, the game is still in pretty easy mode. And it's gonna be in easy mode for a little while. I don't know. Like, I totally understand whaling. I totally understand spending on gacha. This is just like a... This one is just the second ever banner of the game. And seeing the amount people spending is like a little insane to me. But yeah, thankfully I bounced off the game because I just don't like trainer games. Like, I liked all the horses, the characters and all of that, and the writing is all really good. I mean, it's a Cygames game, of course it is, but... I just did not like the core gameplay loop, so I was like, oh. And then I basically completed the writing, the little character dialogue and stuff is good. It's fun. All the character voices were distinctive, like the little events and stuff were like just funny little writing and stuff, but it was like... I mean, Cygames has always had fun with that. Grey and Blue Fantasy is also very good with that. But I don't know, I bounced off it. Yeah, I'll watch the anime eventually. It is on my list. But yeah. I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm not going insane over it, basically. So very, very glad. I don't actually have a single gacha on my phone. I was playing a little bit of the new Shadowverse, but the pronouns are she, her. So I was using, I was trying the new Shadowverse, but the thing about the new Shadowverse is it's grinding out cards takes forever in that game. Like, grinding out a proper deck. Card games are gacha. Shadowverse is definitely gacha, the way that they have it set up. So I would say Duel Links and Shadowverse are definitely gacha. Master Duel is a little less gacha, but it's still gacha. Or rather, it's less predatory for how they have it set up. Although Master Duel has been getting worse and worse and worse. They keep making all the meta decks entirely max rarity cards, unfortunately. So, I mean, right now also the format's just apparently really bad. And everyone and people, the counter for the best deck in the game means I can't play my favorite deck. So I'm a little bit about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point. I can't play my self-banishing fish, basically. I like Goaty, that's my pet deck. It's what got me back into the game, and I can't play it. I mean, we could maybe properly learn Lab now. But... So I don't mind Best of One. I actually like Best of One a lot. I like Best of One, or rather, I like the lack of side decks. I like the lack of side decks, and I like that you can play slower decks in Master Duel. I can play Labyrinth. You can play Stun. You can play... I know me saying I like Stun is controversial, but I do. I mean, no, the ban list is kind of balanced around it. The problem is, especially with decks like Malice that are just so overpowering. Yeah, there's some decks that like will insta-win in a best of one format. But I do not mind... Oh yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Origin story, I was a kid, my first ever like event, I played against a fully grown adult. They Exodia FTK'd me before I got to play any of my cool, or OTK'd me, before I got to play any of my cool tribute summon monsters. So then I became very, very, very determined to make people play with tribute monsters. So back in the day, I was playing Monarch Stun. Because I wanted people to use big tribute summoned monsters and fight. That's why I like the Kaiju cards. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do Hyper. There we go. I have seen Morganite. This is the funny thing about Morganite is it's interactive. Like I'm watching the Morganite playing and it's like this isn't easier extends, longer flourish time, more bomb drops, hyper laser. Let's try this one. I don't know, like people are definitely like, oh, Morganite's the end of the game or whatever. I'm like the fact that stun is playable is bad, but it's like it seems to be playing as much Yu-Gi-Oh as any other deck. If anything, it's playing more Yu-Gi-Oh than some decks. So I don't know. But yeah, sorry, I'm not a stun anti. I enjoy that kind of slower control style gameplay. And I think so like stacks in Magic, I understand how toxic that is, but for Yu-Gi-Oh, every deck is so overpowered and so consistent. Like, you know what? I think stun in a best of one format is fine. Like, I think you should have to be able to build your deck to counter stun decks. I think that's healthy. I think instead of every deck being super uber consistent, decks should be more flexible and built around to approach different playstyles. That's my thought. Personally, I think we should get rid of the sideboard in TCG. No sideboard, you can no longer... all your non-engine can't only be hand traps. You have to actually start playing board breakers and like counters for actual decks and stuff. Rush Duel's awesome. I love Rush Duel. I mean, so here's the thing. If you can't afford to play anti-stun, you can afford to play anti-stun. I've seen how many non-engine cards people are playing now. Like, half your deck is non-engine. You can afford to put some anti-stun cards in there. People just don't, because right now nobody needs to play it, and you can just sideboard it. I don't know. I think it would be healthier to have more decks that are not just uber consistent combo decks. I think that would be good for the game. I think we should have more stun. I think we should have more labyrinth. Yeah, you need to counter the top decks. So then you need to make a conscious choice of how many cards are you playing to counter other top decks, and how many cards are you playing to counter things like stun and burn. How many, like, you know, how are you going to set up your deck so you don't, like, automatically lose the labyrinth? Because I think decks like trap heavy decks are healthy. I think that the game should not just be like 15-minute turns where you're going off playing combo solitaire. And the only way to and basically, yeah, no, I think we should have more mid-range decks. I think we should have stun and mid-range and all of these. We don't right now. That's the thing. Yeah, but I don't want to play two-person solitaire. I don't know. Just right now, there's too much consistency. And like, I look at older decks, basically. If you look at old Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you play Sealed, or you play Draft, it's just, it's so much more fun. It's so much more interesting. And playing weird decks that are, like, contrary to what people expect can be good. I mean, here's the thing. Stun doesn't really have protection. You play a board breaker or two. That's it. That's how you counter stun most of the time. Like, the way you counter Labyrinth half the time is if they don't manage to get up Trap Destruction, you just, like, Harpy's Feather Duster them. And it's not like board breakers are bad. It's just people would rather play more consistency pieces than they would play board breakers. More consistency pieces or more hand traps. I don't know. I like stun. I think it's neat. I think it encourages other types of play in Yu-Gi-Oh! And other types of interaction. And I think a lot of decks can play through it. I could play Edison. You mean the format that's no longer officially supported? That Konami is purposely sabotaging? You're gonna play online anyway? Well, I like doing things like Master Duel. I have never really loved like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, Edo Pro dueling book style. And I do like playing paper. Like, that's the thing. I like paper. don't know, right now the game is like you have to play through like 3 or 4 negates, and it's like, if you go like it's, I don't know, it's just not great. I don't love it. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about Yu-Gi-Oh! New format seems fun. It's also just the game is so expensive in the US. Like, looking at the cost of JP decks versus US decks, it's like, yeah, at this point, why would I not just go play Magic? I can build multiple competitive commander decks for the price of a single competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. And I could build like 2 or 3 or even 4 Pokemon decks for that price. You haven't bought a card? Well, I like going to card shops and playing games. That's the thing. So to me, actually being able to play the game is important. Like, in paper, with people. I enjoy that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is bad for that. Game's too expensive. Like, if you look at all the winning deck lists from the latest... so you can print your own cards for Magic. People are okay with that. But for Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't play in card shops with proxies. They don't let you. There are no Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, no, so proxies is only allowed for, basically only the Magic community is okay with it, because so many of the, because collecting in, and people basically use it as like a financial investment. So people are like, yeah, if you want to play a $200-300 card, it's okay for you to print a proxy. Like, that's pretty socially acceptable for Magic, but for other games it's not. I have never seen a Yu-Gi-Oh! Local... Well, the thing is, if you allow proxies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, sometimes Konami will literally stamp down and keep you from running in-store tournaments. They can do that. Or they won't provide you product and stuff. Like, basically, like, the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament local stuff is like, is kind of, you're in a contract with Konami. You basically agree to keep your, to listen to their rules. Yeah, but people do that for Yu-Gi-Oh! In the EU. From my understanding as well. It's the same. Konami of Europe is like even worse than Konami US. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, if Konami doesn't acknowledge the countries, that makes sense. But yeah, no, in the US, you just... it would be very hard to find people that are willing to play with you, because you usually go to your local official tournament store. Oh yeah, we basically don't even have unofficial tournaments half the time. You just have your locals. So. But yeah, if you look at the But yeah, if you look at your you know, if you look at like the top top 64 decks or whatever in the latest Yuku, the like World Championship qualifier, NAWCQ, they ranged, the cheapest were like 400, like $300-400. Most of them were in like the 500 plus range. And it's like, okay, for that you can have, yeah. And it's not like these are only the, like a lot of locals, you know, your card shop you go into on a Friday to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the level of half the decks there. Like, a lot of, I mean, it depends where you are, but there are a lot of high-powered locals. So it's like, well, if you want to compete, what are your choices? And usually your choice is stun, because nobody likes stun, so stun is always really cheap. But even with that, if you play the like Mulcharmies and stuff, they still are expensive. Yeah, you can play weird rogue decks, but you're never going to do super well. Yeah, this is why I'm a little bummed about Yu-Gi-Oh! It has gotten even more expensive than it was, and it was already quite expensive. Like, I have friends who are now priced out of the game. Because like a lot of the staples, yeah, the game's in a really bad place. Like the formats are fun, but the game itself is unhealthy. We're only starting to get good price support to make it worth buying these decks, and even then it isn't really worth it. So you're lucky if you could recoup the cost of travel from like going to tournaments. Compared to Magic, or Lorcana, or Pokemon. I like Alestrals. I know a lot of people were pretty not loving Firestorm. I was seeing some like pretty, but who knows. Maybe that sentiment's changed. I just remember when it came out, people were like a little like, I can't believe they released these cards. Does the Alestrals online game? Online game's almost finished, yeah. It runs really well, from what I know. There's still like a few tweaks that definitely need to be made. There's some potential UI improvements, and they still need to implement a bunch of cards, but it is now in the, you don't have to put a million caveats before playing. Probably runs about as well as Magic, as MTGA. Yeah, I'll probably do more Alestrals. Ever played the Digimon TCG? No, I was kind of tempted to do it, but I wanted to play Mastodon. And it was like, oh, this is the most expensive deck I could play. So then I was like, nah, maybe not. Maybe I'll wait. Also, there just aren't a lot of locals for it here. I don't know. Realistically, if I'm gonna get into card games, I will probably be, like, in paper again. Alestrals, it'll be Alestrals. Like, game that's, like, remotely affordable, but even then, probably not a lot of paper right now. I just can't afford to. Yep. Yeah, the OG Digimon TCG, which I don't know if those cards are all compatible. Maybe they are. I'm not actually sure. I don't know much about history of Digimon card game. But yeah, the Alestral's Clash client is completely cosmetics, which is nice. Okay, so I didn't need to do that, but whatever. I mean, the point of Clash is to be supplemental to the card game. It's to convince players that they want to play the card game, so then they convince their card shops to start carrying it, and then you start having events. And honestly, I wish I could drive. I'd be doing the Alestrals events. They have, like, good Maryland locals. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I want to see what these unlocks are. Huh. XP mode. What is XP mode? Alright, we'll do power or May. Alright, I need to get more into the... I need to lock in a little bit more. Okay, that makes sense. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so it's like the pure score attack mode. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Ow. Fuck. Don't love this special weapon. Hi, pirate. Am I winning? Not really. Doing okay. Ow. No longer doing better. Yeah, not having continues is a little rough, I will say. Just a little rough.
Game over.
I got an achievement for that. Alright, let's... The wide, normal... Gun buckler, cluster missile. We'll do this. We'll try this one. Oops. Okay, sorry, tracking turned off. Okay, that's pretty fun actually. I like that. So I know the like 2-speed thing is a thing in so many games, but part of it is like mentally I get used to a single speed. So switching between the speeds is not like super helpful. I guess I could get used to the faster speed and then use the more controlled speed. Can you guys hear my arcade stick? I'm always curious, like, how well does the sound cancellation work for that? Like, I assume you guys would be able to. It's not very far from the mic. Not a click? A tiny bit? Oh. It's not quiet either. Huh. I mean, that is why I got this mic. Sometimes I almost wish my mic was more sensitive. Because yeah, you guys can't hear grid, but you guys can't hear a lot of things. Rib occasionally break through it. That makes sense. And you can hear her crying. Oh shit. Well, that was almost good. Wonder where the other breaks are on that level. But yeah, the arcade stick's pretty loud, honestly, so I'm very surprised you guys can't hear it. Shit. Yeah, I know a lot of people like multitask during my streams, so... which is fine. I mean, it's fine that you can't hear it. It's also fine that you multitask. It's expected that you guys multitask. I know my audience. That it's a bunch of people that have my stream on the background while they work. No, I know that you guys have always done that. Some of the first like feedback I ever get is like, I love listening to your streams in the background while I work, and it's like, awesome. That's how I used to watch Pomu. He's fun. May's fun though. Normal. I could try these. Cluster missile? Let's try doing this. Alright, so I am probably gonna do more hand cams just because I have like a lot I want to do on hand cams. I think they're just fun. I'm gonna do model building, Legos, all that kind of stuff, electronics projects. I did realize that instead of having my avatar up on screen, I can have it up on my Game Boy. And just have my Game Boy lying on my desk. And that might be more fun, honestly. Yeah, I have the Lego succulents, and I have some Lego robots that I really want to build. People falling asleep to my streams is like ideal. I should do more ASMR. I've been meaning to, I just haven't. Bleed Clock is... So much of it is going to be code, and so much of it is going to be doing CAD CAM and then 3D printing it. And I don't know how to stream that yet. Like, well... Like, the coding could be fine. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I've streamed coding before, and the coding streams have done well. People seem to enjoy them. Yeah, I could stream the coding. Okay, that went pretty good, I want to say. At the very least, I am doing slightly better and better at the game, so that's not a bad thing. For a new shmup with different style than what I'm used to. Because what I'm used to is more like ZeroRanger stuff. But I did play DoDonPachi. I've been playing Akata Blue on mobile a little bit. I did play Deathsmiles while traveling. So... Akata Blue is sick, I really like it. Shit. It's really good, I really enjoy it. I assume most remotely modern phones now would be able to handle it. Yeah, like I can imagine a couple phones ago I probably would have been tough, but I think nowadays you should be good. Mostly because there's not really much 3D or anything in it. The game itself isn't huge. Shit. I mean, it's a good game. It is a very solid game. I like it. I have never been... Damn, I wish this wasn't on a phone while playing it. Could I, I'd go for one up. Meowdy next time. There's a bunch of weird older shmups I'm kind of interested, like indie ones that I'm kind of interested in trying out. I'm always kind of iffy though about not iffy, I'm just like, is it a good idea? I should probably do shmups like weekly. So the thing about shmup streams is they're very fun for me, and I really like them. But not many people actually watch them. I like them enough that I'll still keep on doing them, but it's like, Start with an extra life. Yeah, I like the shmup streams. It's just people are less likely to click on them if they, for whatever reason. I don't mind too much. Because the auto bomb is awful for resource management. Oh, I didn't mean to select that. Which one did I do? No, I don't like this one. Yeah, I think I should maybe get, play... Oh, that's what it does with the auto bomb. Okay. Alright, let's try Hyper. And we'll try Vortex Barrier. Let's see if we can get this working. But yeah, I've been wondering about what I should be streaming. I never meant to be a variety streamer. I meant to be retro. I meant to do retro. I could try more Game Boy games. I need to find like my carts and stuff though. Doing more Game Boy stuff might be good. Trying out some SNES games and stuff. Play retro shmups. I might play retro shmups. Shit. I forgot about the bombing. Oh, it just uses all... We have so many bombs. Okay, no, I need to understand how to use them then, because this is very... That's a lot more survivability. I mean, I could start playing Toho. People probably click on Toho. I want to play more Pokemon. I want to finish with the guys that we have and then just... Yeah, I don't know. GameCube could be fun though. I'll figure out what I want to do for streaming. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on right now though, so... Yeah. That's one of those things where it's like, I can just keep on playing and have slow and consistent growth, and that's fine. But it would be... I mean, growth is good. I want more people to talk to while I play games. Hello, Kira. What is... I actually don't know what you do for work beyond Oshispark. Welcome. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like... and I'm always weird about, like, should I have moved to YouTube from Twitch? Because I'll be honest, my Twitch streams always did much better. But I like YouTube, so... You got laid off, so you only do Oshispark. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, but... On the other end, you have kind of turned Oshispark. Hopefully, it's enough. So... But yeah, I'm not planning on going back to Twitch. I enjoy this too much. Yeah, that's the thing. I could start multi-streaming. I could start multi-streaming. You currently don't take a seller and reinvest everything into the net. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, who knows? Everything is a lot. Maybe I will try multi-streaming. That might not be a bad. Once I hit 900, I'll think about it. We need to monetize spit and greets. Yeah, I don't know, anything VTuber. Including streaming just does not seem great return on investment. Unfortunately. Will you? I will absolutely do a spinning grate with you, guys, yeah. Look, I will do anything Oshisparks wants me to do. You can rope me into anything. I mean, that's generally true for most things. For most people. I would love to get roped into shit. Especially now that my health is starting to get better. Because there's like one more big obligation I have to finish off, and then I am good. Ooh, play the XP mode. YouTube. Okay, Kira. No, like... genuinely, if people, like, want my help, or, like, want the... Basically, I have a rig now. Or a rig that I need to finish for Sky. I'm probably gonna be working on that after stream. That's the big thing. I need to finish that. I don't... That woman is scary. But yeah, basically once I finish this rig, basically, Idol Lily, I don't sing. I haven't sung since middle school. I haven't sung since my voice changed. And my music teacher was a little bummed about this, actually. Like, and they were like, if you know, you should go do vocal stuff. But I've never, I don't know. The idol stuff is really cool, and I have a lot of respect for them. And hi, Gribbo. Where are you? I heard you do the most pathetic noise. Where are you, baby? You can make it over here. Okay, you know, right after stream, I think I'm cleaning because she's now having trouble getting over to my desk from the stairs. But I don't know, like I'm almost more interested in like the stage stuff and the technical stuff. Okay, come on. Yeah. What? Come on. Come on, you're fine. I'm sorry, there's clutter. I moved stuff from upstairs down here so we could get the living room more in order. Come on, Gribby. But yeah, I basically, as soon as I get the Sky thing, I'm releasing that one plugin. The OSC compatibility plugin for VTube Studio. Because that's just gonna allow so much nonsense, I think. I'm excited about it. Like, even just for, like, if you have Slime VR or anything else, you can just have improved torso tracking. It's easy, it probably works with your rig, it's great. Like, there are just all these little things that are, like... But I'm excited to use it for other shenanigans? Like, I don't know, like hooking up to a foot pedal, hooking it up to brainwave sensors, hooking it up, you know, to trackers, to MIDI devices. Yes, hi Gribby. Oh god, stop clicking on things, stop ramming into the mic, hun. Yes, I'll clean off my desk. Okay, we're cleaning today. You've decided. We're doing some cleaning today. That's for the best. We need to get my bed down here. It'll make me more productive, because when I'm crashing out, I can go over to the computer and actually do stuff. Grib. I hope you guys can't hear all the terrible, terrible noises, because it peaks in my ears. Yes, that's Small Dog upstairs, hun. Uh-huh. That's Auntie. Yes, okay, baby. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the dumb technical showing off, and I'm going to do a bunch of handcam streams and other streams with that too. Like, I want to show off. I mean, that was the reason I got into VTubing. That was the reason I got into VTube. Huh. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a, not an existential crisis, but I'm remembering a lot of the reasons why I wanted to do VTubing in the first place. And it wasn't just to play games. It was back when I was like very excited about programming and hardware and all of that. And I wanted to make toys and gadgets and really into interactive media and all of that. I just kind of forgot about all that. Gribby, you're making it very hard to play right now, hun. Yeah, I should think about that kind of stuff again. Like, I don't know, like basically kind of take some of like the academia stuff that I was interested in, the research that I like, because I used to read white papers for fun, like computer graphics white papers, especially things to do with 2D and motion tracking and all of that for fun. That was like a hobby for me. And things with interactive media and stuff, and I loved processing, and I loved all of that, and a lot of that has just, you know, after getting laid off, not laid out. You know, just after losing work and all of that, and just I kind of developed bad associations with a lot of programming and a lot of things. Also, because I was in web dev hell. I don't love web dev. But yeah, no, I think that 3D printer is going to especially... Sure, you know what? I know what I want to stream now. I want to do weird retro games and weird hardware stuff. I want to be the hardware Shindigs, I think is the... If Shindigs does magic of what you can do on streams with software, I want to show what you can do in streams with weird hardware. I think would be more fun. Yeah, that's an approach. I like that approach. Can you upgrade our spitting machine hardware? Sure. So Wo's more mad scientist, and a lot of his stuff aren't for stream specifically. A lot of his is just making dumb ideas real, which I love. Like, I love watching Wo streams. But I want to make things that people can use in their streams. Does that make sense? Like, the research I did, the stuff that I did for work even, and the stuff that I enjoyed is I made tools for others. I love making tools for others. I like making things for other people to use. That's really fun for me. I love seeing people use my stuff to create, especially. Like, the thing I was obsessed with and I really wanted to go into academia for was I wanted to make artist tools. Like, I was in computer animation, you know, research. Like, I really enjoyed that in computer graphics research, specifically because I wanted to make tools to make artists' lives easier and for them to do more cool stuff more easily. So, and that's kind of what really appealed to me about the VTubers is we have these cool animated 2D avatars. And I've mentioned this on stream, I played a lot of Second Life when I was a teenager. I got into it when I was 12 or 13. I used one of the 9/11 hijackers, the personal information, get past the age verification. And then, as you did, that was the strat. This was the strat back in the day. And then, that was the strat. And so I was really interested in the things that people were doing with 3D avatars. No, it was the hijackers. All of their personal information got plastered all over the web.
Game over.
And back then, identity verification, age verification stuff was like pretty all over the place. I've mentioned this a few times on stream. Yes, hi Gribby. She's all angry that I keep moving my left hand. Like, my left arm is like, girl, I'm moving a joystick. But yeah, there was a lot of cool, and I know people think of Second Life as being for ERP and all of that, and there was a lot of that, don't get me wrong, but there was just a lot of cool stuff that people would do with avatars, especially when it was really hacky, and the whole idea was you had this 3D avatar that was highly, highly customizable, and you weren't locked into anything. That was the real thing of, like, you could kit bash avatars so easily. And now I see what people do with VR chat and hardware and stuff, and it's like, I want to bring that to streams. I mean, that's the whole idea with the OSC plugin, which might just be if I feel like I really want to do some coding. I don't want to work on Live 2D, I don't want to clean, but I do want to be productive, and I do want to work on something that isn't like Minecraft. Maybe I'll do a weekend hackathon. Why don't I do that next week? Sure. You know what? Let's do a weekend project next week. Why not? That'd be fun. I keep saying I'm going to make this plugin eventually after I get other stuff, but if making something small and finished is probably going to be good for me mentally. And the big thing about it, though, is I wanted to finish the other rigs to show it off. So... I mean, I guess I could do it, release it as an alpha, have people play around with it and do bug reports and stuff, and then once I finish the rigs, I can do like a formal beta or formal release. That seems like a good way to do it. Yeah, that seems like a good way. Yeah, we'll do that.
Game over.
No. Okay. There's also a... I could try more Val. She's fun.
Hyper mode.
I'm not used to using the... the bombs. I need to start mentally... like, I need to start being... if something gets too close to me, I need to get used to bombing, basically. I say wasting a bunch of bombs, but whatever. It's fine. It's level 1. They recover. Yeah. But yeah, like... I don't know, so the whole thing is this OSC is... It's optical sound control or something? I don't think it's optical. Open sound... it's... I don't know. It's this, it's built on top of, MIDI, from my understanding, and it's basically made for open sound control. And it's made for basically controlling audiovisual and performance stuff, multiple devices through a computer. It's like a communication, standard. Kinda like MIDI. So for instance, you can use MIDI, like, so it's for, you know, it's for performances. It's for, like, big shows and stuff where you're dealing with dozens of pieces of hardware, controlling lights, controlling, curtains, controlling, sound, you know, all of that. I should have bombed. I wish there was a game that would teach me to bomb. Like, I feel like that's what I almost need. Is this the game? Teach me to bomb? Or are you about to say go play Hellsinker? We'll play the Hellsinker this week too. Why not? See you, small dog. But yeah, basically, the plugin is going to be any audio-visual hardware that you have. Especially anything that works with VR chat, you should be able to hook up to VTube Studio and do stuff with VTube Studio with it. Which, it felt like something that they should already have, but like, no, I didn't mean to do that. But like, when that when Sony released their like Mokopi, however you say it, when they released their plugin and everyone was like, this is the future, and it's like, first off, your rigs aren't for it, and second off, does this not already exist? And apparently it's because it's like a proprietary thing, but I'm pretty sure it's like Steam VR supports it. So there's no good reason for it not to have existed. So yeah, this will work with, assuming I'm right, but I should be. It'll work with Slime VR. Which, you know, is like kind of the standard affordable option. It should work with Vive trackers. It should work with brainwave reading sensors. It should work with your MIDI controllers. It should work with your foot pedals. It should work with just about anything, is the idea. Like, it'll work with musical foot pedals. It will work with musical keyboards. It'll... Like, if you have a MIDI controller with a million sliders and knobs and all of that, it should work with that. Which I was very... kind of surprised didn't already exist. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have it up. I should probably make a Lilybwees GitHub. You can hook up your lie detector to it, why not? If your lie detector supports OSC, and most things support OSC at this point, because furries are crazy and we love them, because they make everything possible. If some furry has written that translation layer to make it work with the OSC platforms that they can use it in VR chat, then it will work. Am I furry? I don't have a good answer. I don't have a good answer, yes or no. I don't have a fursona. I can say that. Stunlock. It's a weird question. I've been active in furry communities before. Like, a lot of them. I know a lot of furries. But it's like, I don't have a fursona or anything. I don't really have an interest in making one. Casual furry, maybe. Yeah, I'm at least furry adjacent. I do have the tail. That's one of the things I want to actually... I think, Yeah, so the tail is one of the things I want to control with. Maybe ankle movements, I think, would be good for it. With like Slime VR or something. Like making it swish. I'm not active in any of the furry communities now. That was like back in college.
Game over.
Pedal control. I want to use pedal control for other things. Okay, I need to remember the bomb. I need to be like super fixated on the bombs. Pedal Minecraft. It's gonna be shift and control. Yeah. It's with the I did get a pedal. things I got with birthday money are Slime VR and a pedal. With birthday money and birthday donos. I was able to pay back Small Dog a bunch, and I got myself Slime VR and a pedal. So we're going to be doing stuff with that. So yeah, like the big things that are going to do is I'm going to have increased torso tracking. I want to do brainwave tracking for the Ahoge. And I want to do like ankles and stuff to do tail movement. I think will be good. Because I think those will improve things, and also, like, none of them will, like, require super tailored model for that. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the for the brainwave controlled stuff. I think that's gonna be a cool sell. That's a fun project. Like, people able to use like a off-the-shelf brainwave controller for like their ears, or you know, for like the cat ears, or a Hoge, or whatever else they want to use it for, I think would be fun. I don't know, I feel like we're basically controlling a puppet, right? But all of our puppets are like really simple right now. Like, people do some cool stuff with them, but like, I feel like we should have more options to do with our puppets. Like, we should have more levers and controllers and buttons and all of that, and like, I'm not a, you know, I'm not an actress. I don't really know a lot of the movement and stuff that like somebody like Mint is fantastic with communicating with her body on stream. She's really good at, you know, communicating with an audience through physical movement. I don't have that. But I feel like having those options, there are things that I can do, like the people with the multiple hands, the wings, the tails. Just adding more control inputs and things that are intuitive and like not super difficult would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and get used to the... Yeah, like, I'm not planning on having cat ears, but like, I could control the elf ears with different things. Because right now, a lot of it's like you tie it to your brow or you tie it to something else. And you try and make things that look natural controlled, like that look like natural movements, but they aren't necessarily what your body's actually doing. Foot pedals are so cool. Okay, throw object, throwing something at you IRL is getting into a whoa territory. Yeah, the bombing thing is just... Yeah, spit and greed is good. I'm curious what didn't work on the spit and greed. I don't know if Kira's still here, but... The aim. They would drool a bit? Okay.
Game over.
I mean, so what are you doing? You're basically building a... Okay, do you know how... Like, yeah, you probably could... I'm not gonna... I don't know how that would work with the model, like giving them like a good aim, like being able to have the VTuber choose their aim. I mean, the having it through the standee would be the problem.
Power shot. Hyper mode. Action.
It would be funny though. But also, you just know half the VTubers would just aim it at your crotch. But yeah, them drooling. I mean, what did you guys use for the... Did you guys, like, hook up a squirt gun or something? What was the name of that squirt gun? What was the squirt gun equivalent of Nerf? I swear there was one. Was it just Nerf? Super Soaker, yeah. Nerf makes Super Soaker? That makes sense. I'm sure there's some fun 3D printable Super Soakers, and if you didn't need the gun stuff, I'm pretty sure you could make like a pretty good... Because if I know anything from the 3D printed Nerf rabbit hole, it's that people are insane. So there's probably some like good electronically activated Super Soaker stuff. Shit. I forgot about that. I don't know. And that's one of the funny things about 3D printing, is so much of it is things for your printer, which I'm not interested in, things from games, which I'm not interested in, or Nerf blasters. Like, people just use it to make, like, a bunch of shitty figurines, or just make a bunch of Nerf guns, and it's like... These aren't what I'm into. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm not getting PLA. Yeah, it's good for cosplay. Very good for cosplay. Yeah, that's why I'm getting Pet G instead of PLA, because even though PLA is like cheaper and easier to use, well, I'm getting PCTG actually instead of Pet G, because it just has some advantages that are good for what I want to use it for. But like, I want to make durable objects I can travel with and have outside if need be sometimes.
Game over.
That if they get knocked off by a cat aren't going to break.
Device select. Wide shot.
Let's try this gun buckler. PCTG is like a little more flexible, has better layer adhesion, has a little bit better chemical resistance, and it's a little clearer. The layer adhesion is what I'm more interested in. So basically the prints are like technically a bit stronger. And it's glossier, which is nice. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's when you use the bomb. I don't love this special. I like the other special that it had, but might as well just keep playing. Let's see. I was hoping that would get a break if they were all broken. The bombing is... I just do not understand it. Like, conceptually. Like... I guess if it's a tricky pattern, you bomb? But, like, the idea of bombing right before you die is, like... Like, I would simply move out of the way? Most of the time? So, bombs are, like, you can think of, at least in Akata Blue, they're basically extra lives. In a lot of games, there are extra lives. So there's something called auto bomb that's whenever you would get hit. So you mostly use them for maximizing score attack, but they're like a good emergency option. You slam the bomb button and it destroys the bullets around you and it keeps you from dying. And for a game without continues like this, that's super, super important. That's basically kind of your artificial continues and lives. And then once you're good enough not to need that, you can use them for scoring. Because like they give you a lot of score as you destroy enemy like bullets and stuff, and they can like charge up your special weapon, and they just do a lot. So the auto bombing in this is weird because it uses up all your bombs instead of just one. As Chovik was saying, it's almost easier not doing novice because you can conserve resources. Did I accidentally press? Oh, I forgot that there on the top thing there's like a bunch of
Game over. デバイスセレクト。パワーショット。
yeah, I mean you feel overwhelmed.
ハイパーモード。
Here we'll use Plasma Lancer because it's fun. Yeah, like not having continues is rough. It is very rough. So yeah, like basically, ideally I would have something where if I see bullets and I'm worried about dying, I would slam the bomb button. I would be able to use it as a crutch, but I just don't have that. Like if I'm not noticing the bullet, like, and if I'm about to get hit by the bullet because I don't notice the bullet, or I assume I could dodge it, then I wouldn't be pressing the bomb button anyway. Is kind of the problem. Like for more, yeah, for something more like Touhou where it's like big slow bullet patterns, that makes, like, bombing makes sense. Touhou might be good to learn bombing, actually. Where you can kind of predict that you're gonna die. Yeah, it's definitely something that you can pick up. Yeah, Touhou might be good, actually. For picking up. Maybe next week I'll do Touhou, Project, Pokemon, and Minecraft. Sure. That sounds like a good week. Fuck. Like, because most of my deaths are I'm not paying attention. Well, if I'm not paying attention, like, because I'm reading chat or something, you know, I wouldn't be bombing. So, yeah. So the auto bomb in this game feels weird. Is a long way of me saying I don't love how they do the auto bomb implementation, and bombs seem to be really important for survival sometimes. But I'm bad at them. Like, the game might be balanced about it, but I don't know.
Game over. Device select. Power shot.
I mean, we can try normal again.
Action.
We'll try that again. Oh, you can save replays. You can save. I don't know, there's a lot of games I need to play. Hellsinker, I want to play some PS2 games. There's just a lot. Yeah, what Touhou do I even start with? Is it 6? Yeah, like, see, it just used up all my bombs there. What's the quality of life that they don't have in Toho 6? I'm curious. I could go try missions after this, maybe. Bombs also clear stuff. Do bombs not clear stuff? And 6? Like bullets? Bombs wipe away everything. Okay. Oh yeah, because, yeah, the games lock bosses and stuff behind difficulties, don't they? That's fine. We can just not play easy difficulty on 6. That's probably okay. Thank you, Fuzzy. Ow. Six is probably gonna be fine. I think 6 is a fine place to start. We'll start with 6. Yeah, we'll focus on learning when to actually bomb and stuff. No, we're not starting with 1. I mean, I've been debating starting with 1. Everyone tells me not to, though. Weapon gallery. Kinetic orb. And I'm really bad about doing completionist things. A shot caller, every time I lose in Toho, I get electrocuted. I could do that.
ワイドショットハイパーモードアクション
Yeah, we can do that. What do you mean still plan on doing? Well, not probably that for like actual shot caller bits, but so I like how I got so distracted by that message I like instantly died on the stage. Actually, hold on. Let's... Here we go. Look, if people have good ideas for shot caller streams, please recommend them. They're fun. They're fun. They suck, but I like doing bits. More accurately. Ow. Can I get Nani to put it on? Sure. And we can put a shot color on Nani. I'm okay with that. Bum 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 bum. No, I think I'm going with the shot color. I think I prefer the shot color to those. There we go. That's kind of... That's some good emergency bombing. And there where I went too high for some reason? Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, slowly getting the hang of things a little bit better. Yeah, Batsu streams are inevitable. I don't know what would be fun to do with it. Minecraft, but every time I die I get electrocuted would suck. 'Cause I died too much in that game. Be a fun stream though. You know? Oh yeah, there was the shock clock idea. Every time a Pokemon faints, I get electrocuted. You know what? not playing Uma, I'm not letting that brain rot get to me. Oh, my Pikmin, but I get electrocuted based on the number of Pikmin who die on a level. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. That's awful. That would be a... That would be... No, that would be bad. God. Alright, hold on a second. I need to get a really quick sip of lemonade, and then I will be right back up. But the shot clock idea isn't terrible, honestly. Yeah. Hi, Groovy. You know, I do want to play more Pokemon. I want to do the all generations thing, but I'm like, eh. But... Excuse me? I mean, I might as well finish off Leaf Green. I started that game. That was a weird noise. I don't know why my throat did that. Alright. No. I wanted Hyper. I don't know if I want to finish off Leaf Green. Can I play Sun and Moon? I want to play, yeah, I want to play a bunch of the more interesting ones. It's like, what do I want to do from Gen 3? Coliseum and XD are interesting. Every Pokemon, most PS1, PS2 games I can play, probably fine. A bunch of, I don't know, Steam stuff. Most retro games are a fair game, is what I would say. We could play Coliseum and XD, I think are fun. Even XD isn't really necessary. Coliseum's just really good. Coliseum is just, is peak gaming. You know, I should get back into Armored Core. I don't know why I stopped that. I have so many games I need to play. Maybe I'll do Armored Core 1 like tomorrow. I need to get my Wii from my, when was the last time you finished the game? Maybe we go finish Armored Core. You know, I never finished 6 on stream. And we lost those streams, which I'm really bummed about. So bummed about losing that stream. It was such a fun stream. Well, the base game is just the beginning. I don't know. No, I didn't finish Maiden's Spell. I need to finish a lot of... Yeah, I want to finish Armored Core. You know what? Finishing Armored Core would be fun. I should look through my YouTube videos and make sure I don't have that last Armored Core game, but I don't think I do. Also, I should just make those YouTube videos public on the other thing. On the VOD channel, I should just public a lot of VODs. There were some VODs that were privated for various reasons, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't remember which ones those were. Yeah. I don't know, I need to figure out stuff. I need to figure out restreaming if I decide to do that, which might be good to do. I need to figure out member streams. I don't know. Ow. I should have bombed there. Ah, fuck. I pressed the bomb button, but it was the second too late. Yeah, maybe I'll figure out restreaming to Twitch. That's not the worst idea. Especially because I can... Yeah. You know what? Sure. I just wish they allowed you to, was a good plan for you. Yeah, I can switch back. Especially if I do retro. The retro category is good, if I remember correctly. Sure, we'll figure that out. Fine, we'll do that with... Yeah, YouTube keeps its own chat. So, I know Barry says it's fine, but it's technically against TOS, and I don't want to risk that. It's against Twitch TOS. They never changed it, as far as I know. Yeah, it is. It has been since they re-enabled restreaming. It is against TOS to combine it. Did they loosen it up? I thought they never did. I mean, maybe they don't enforce. I could look into it. I could look into it, I guess. Alright, you know what? If Randon and Barry are doing it, like, the last I checked, it was against TOS, but sure. Fuck it.
Device select. Wide shot. Hyper mode. Action.
Yeah, it's only against Twitch TOS, and Twitch doesn't matter as much to me. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Let's do restream next week. No, Twitch will just ban. They don't like warn. Oh yeah, temp ban. Yep. Sure, you know what? Let's do that. What game should I play on Twitch? Hello, Quillen. Pokemon? We could go into Pokemon. Do we want to do Coliseum? We could do Leaf Green. We should finish off Leaf Green. How's it going? It's going alright. I just wish grinding was You know what? I just had an idea. Just for Leaf Green. Just for Leaf Green. What if I just run it on an emulator? So then we can speed up for the grinding. Like, it's pretty trivial to get the save from the computer back to the cartridge. It's pretty trivial. I mean, I have it. I have the hardware to do it. At least. Like, you need some specialized hardware. But there's a lot of different options for said hardware. Some better than others. I like Flash DBX by Inside Gadgets. Yeah, I can see I can bug people. Yeah, Twitch doesn't Neither does YouTube, really. I don't really care about emulators for Pokemon.
ゲームオーバー。デバイスセレクト。
It'll just be weird because I'm so used to just using my actual HDMI out console. No, if I'm not using it, I could do shenanigans with it.
パワーショット。ハイパーモード。
Alright, I wanted to try her again. We could try Val
ハイ
again.
パーモード。
Hyper laser, cluster missile.
アクショ
It'll
ン。
work. Na, 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 na. Yeah, just because emulators let you do speed up. Instead of physical hardware, it would probably break the screen capture is the issue. If I overclocked the CPU. It would break the HDMI out, from my understanding. If nothing else, I think I'm getting better at this game. Ah, shit. I say, and then I lose to like a random mob. Whatever, it's fine. We're good. Yeah, I jinxed it. Totally jinxed it. That enemy's just always a little annoying. Oof.
Bomba.
Ah, shit, I should have bombed.
Game over. Device select.
Yep, better. Better and better.
Hyper mode. Action.
I'll use this one. I really like the Pierce Lancer. What day is today? Thursday? Ah, fuck. Does Minto, what's her Saturday schedule like? Does she have one? Oh, she eat? Awesome. You know what? Saturday, let's do Pokemon. Let's do Pokemon on Twitch and YouTube. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Ah, 0 lives. That's rough. I don't think anyone would mind if I did speed up for grinding.
Game over. Device select. Hyper mode.
Hyper, Plasma Lancer. Oops, no, I meant to press this button. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, that'll make things a little bit easier to play. I'll need to charge some batteries, but it should be good. Go. Sure, I'm allowed to panic bomb a little. Wait, actually I'm panic bombing. Hold on. I know, Gribby, I know. Yeah, I know, baby. I know. Oh, are you grabbing my hand? Are you giving little grooms? Okay. You know what? Like, I don't have any bombs, but that went well. Fuck. That well, I say, and then die on the regular level. It's fine, it's fine. I am getting better at the game gradually. That's the important part. Okay, and then there's the... Pretty soon there's going to be the double... Shit! Fuck! How have I done that on multiple occasions? Oh, I'm so dumb. And I got a 1-up and then I died. Yeah, I know, Grump. I know. There we go. Okay, I don't actually know if I've gotten this far in Hyper, so I'll take it. If nothing else, this is a definite improvement. I didn't even see that shot. Okay. I guess once I got further, and I'll actually enter my HI. No, I'll just do LLY Lily. Hyper Pure Sciencer. There we go. Oops, I didn't mean to use that there. That's okay. Oh, fuck. Alright, lost a life. Wasn't ideal, but it's okay. What if the break for that is to destroy the 2 accompanying ships? That might be it. Probably. We're not going to worry about that right now, though. We will worry about damn it. I haven't been bombing. Okay, well, we did get our life back.
Bomba. Break. Break.
And then it shifts into this. Okay. Might be able to get another extend on this level, depending. Maybe? Ah, close. Damn. Oh, could have been a lot worse. I wish there was a way to save it. Let's try some missions. Oh, this is a good way to practice the boss, actually.
Game over.
Okay, what is this thing? Oh, it's the laser. Got it. Missions are basically practice? I should have been doing this all along. Fuck.
Game over.
Clear the stage using loadout. Oh, yeah, these are just all to teach you like different fundamentals and stuff. Okay. These are great. Hold on. Should have been doing these the whole time. Fuck. I
ゲームオーバー
was getting cocky. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, okay. No, I'm thinking, so... Yeah, I think probably restreaming, trying Twitch, having it available on both platforms is just overall going to be a good thing.
クリア
Target 300,000. Oof, okay. I mean 3 million. That chat moderation should probably be fine.
ゲームオーバーゲームオーバ
Ah.
ー
Hold on, let me focus. Why am I trying to actually kill the thing on the adjacent? Those don't really matter. You can just focus on the... oh, they do more damage, never mind. Oof.
ゲームオーバー
Okay, hold on. Let me... Option... Legibility? Yeah, that should be good. Having all of them to kill. Okay, that makes sense. This is so much more legible. Holy shit. That's like instantly like a million times more. Ow. Okay, I need to... It's those... I don't know why I have so much trouble with that one missile. The edge of the stream. See, it's always the same bullet. It's that little purple bullet. And I move into... I think I'm like conceptualizing the middle of the ship in the wrong place. Is the problem. Yeah. Why?
Game over.
Why is my brain working like this? Okay. Okay. See?
Game over.
What? Like, why am I struggling with that?
Game over.
Oh, it doesn't have the Toho style slowdown focus. Yeah, even the like Deathsmiles has that, I know.
Game over. Game over.
Yeah, not having slowdown is weird to me. Not like it's a bad decision, it's just weird to me because I've recently been playing a lot of games with slowdown.
Game over.
This shouldn't be difficult. I've beaten this boss so many times.
Game over.
What is going on? Yeah, hi Grubby.
Game over.
Game over.
Game over.
Sure, let's do something else. Dying over and over and gave up. Oh. Was I doing the same thing I was doing this time? I see. I should bomb. Okay.
Danger. Game over.
No, I didn't want to do Mountain. Oh wait, yeah, no, it was Death Bullet. Okay. Well, this will be good for learning how to dodge properly and learning when to bomb. Right? This is a good idea. It's a good idea in the way that implode reading Homestuck is a good idea.
Danger. Game over.
Yeah, I should remember, what was it, Nightbot that I had set up on Twitch? We can do Discord, Retro, and I guess I'll do VODs.
Game over.
And then the shoutout command.
Game over.
Yeah, I won't have to worry at all about the VODs from Twitch. That's the nice thing. Yeah, it's just having the two chats, and I will unify those, and I won't have to worry. The actual concern is that it will split my the viewer base. That's the big concern, but... yeah. I think at this point it makes sense to use both.
Game over.
Especially because I wasn't streaming on YouTube for a little while, and I can definitely... algorithm doesn't like that. When you take a few week break, it does not like that. So, so having the discoverability from Twitch would be good. I will honestly probably pay more attention to YouTube, I imagine, but... oh yeah, I'm not too worried. Oh, I should have bombed there. I was thinking about things. Yeah, my brain is straying a little bit. You would not think I was medicated today. Alright. I think I'll call it here. That's like 3 hours. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can introduce the different redeems and stuff. That'll be fun. Alright, I will talk to y'all later. Yeah, Saturday, 1 p.m. Pokemon. On Twitch and YouTube. I'll make a chat and stuff about that. Thank you guys for coming. Otsubui. Bye bye.